What's up, guys? So this is my No-Gi Worlds. I wouldn't call it a vlog. I'd call it a little bit of a review video. I was actually really disappointed about this Worlds. It was cool. It was cool to win. Obviously, winning my first Purple Belt World title was awesome. I got second last time. And no, I would not be doing Purple Belt Worlds again. Don't worry. I only did Purple Belt Worlds instead of Brown Belt because trying to do Brown Belt, IBJJF declined me because less than 2 years ago, I did Purple Belt Worlds. It's ridiculous, to be honest, but you got to do what you got to do. So before I talk about the good, I'll talk about the bad. Man, I started warming up about an hour and a half before I actually had a match. So realistically on the board, I was supposed to, let's say, have a match, let's say at 1. Well, my match at 1 got delayed until 1:30 and then 1:40, and then before you know it, essentially, and guys, I'm making up the time, right? I forget the exact time, but essentially it kept being pushed back, and I was like, man, why don't they just DQ this guy? He hasn't shown up. And the guy was like, well, in our rules, we do this or do that. And it's one of the things that really always has bugged me about IBJJF, but this time it really messed me up because I've told you guys a lot before that, like, one of the most important things for competition is to get a really good warm-up in, and it was really hard for me to do it. And I was like, man, I was trying to keep warm for an hour, so I was essentially moving around, trying to exercise and just stay loose for an hour just for my match to happen. That match never happened. About 2.5 hours later, I had my first match, and I tried to get warm in, but I'm not gonna lie, guys, I was a little pissed off, to be quite honest with the whole situation. And it was no one's fault. It was out of everyone's control, and that's a part about being an athlete, right? You have to be able to do things when it's uncomfortable, when you don't feel perfect, and I was able to do that. Going into my first match, because you guys will see the highlights and stuff, I had a really big opponent. He was 360 pounds. He was a very nice guy. Kyle, I can't remember his last name. Started with an F, Kyle F. A really nice guy, beach wrestling world team member. He got a bronze medal last year at the beach wrestling worlds, and he was wrestling with dudes that were like 150 kilos, right? 160, 170. It's not like normal wrestling. He wrestles with some giants, and he's also like a sumo wrestler, so everyone was like, man, you should shoot more on this guy. And man, he was big. He was really big, and I was trying not to get hurt, and I couldn't take his back. His back was so big. You guys are gonna see in the highlight, but I didn't feel the greatest in the match. I didn't feel very warm. My lungs felt very cold. I just warmed up too early because I thought I was gonna compete a lot earlier, but that match was good. It got my lungs open. I was happy to get that out of the way. He's probably the biggest person I've ever competed with in my life. I've competed against one other person that was really big, but that person wasn't a good wrestler at all. Kyle's a really good wrestler, really good hand fighting, very heavy hands, and shooting under him was just dangerous. So I really focused on ducks. Going into my second match, I had a rematch from ADCC trials. This match that I won at ADCC trials, I think I only won it like 2-0 or 3-0 against Ian Dobb, or no, I think I won 4-0, like 4-0 or something like that against Ian Dobby. We had a scrap. You guys probably remember the match. I think I put like, is he natural or something like that. Ian is a really good guy. He's an MMA fighter, former Division I wrestler at Oklahoma and Cal Poly, and state champ from California. So the dude was a beast, and he's freaking strong, man. But yeah, in the finals, we had a scrap, just like our first match. But overall, it was a really good match. I really like having matches with that guy. It challenges me. I mean, he's probably, just like I said in the last match, he's probably one of the more challenging wrestlers just because of his physicality and his ability to use his hips in certain takedowns, as you guys are going to see a couple times. He does a really good job of fighting my hands. I get to his back like 3 or 4 times, and he does a really good job of just do it more like what MMA fighters do. He was grabbing my fingers and opening it up to escape the rear body lock, and it was super smart. It took a really long time for me to be able to actually lock a gable grip or even an S grip behind Ian, and eventually, yeah, I would go on to score the takedown. With that being said, guys, I only had 2 matches, guys. So my first guy, like I said, just didn't show up. In the semifinals, I was supposed to face Abe Lamontagne, I believe that's his name, and I guess he suffered an injury. I don't really know. I guess he suffered an injury versus Tyrell Fortune. Tyrell Fortune was another 3-time national champ in the bracket. They had a really good scrap. I think Abe won like 5-0, 4-0 or something like that via sweep, and I was really excited. I was looking forward to the match. He's an amazing athlete, a really amazing competitor, but yeah, he pulled out of the match, so that's why I ended up having 2 matches. It was actually a really stacked bracket. The other side of the bracket had a really tough British kid and another really good Division I wrestler. Those dudes scrapped it out. The British kid came out on top, really good Choi bar, I believe. But overall, it was a really good bracket, and the finals, I mean, the finals made it worth it. You know, for my last Purple Belt tournament, everyone thinks, oh man, it's going to be easy. You're just going to kill it. You're a sandbagger or whatever. And then you see me have matches with guys like Ian, and you're like, you start rethinking that whole sandbagging word, or matches with guys like Kyle, who's huge. huge. He's a giant. I couldn't really do much with him besides hand fight. Really, I get the takedown, and I'm just like, all right, I'm just gonna kind of hand fight. But I'm not gonna talk anymore, guys. Let's get to the video. It's quick, short highlight. Obviously, it wasn't much going on, and I'll talk to you a little bit right after we're done. Thanks.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, no, this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits, some loose shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip, you choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
Yeah. There's no mercy in this world, just hunger-thirsty persons in different versions. Each new update, that shit worsens. Why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance. Yo, so do me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors of your problems just to savor. I've got my own issues, I need a comb to get through. Don't need to groan with you, just go get your own tissue.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
That's it, the end of the song. Next time you'll sing along. Trust me, there's nothing wrong. I just need to carry on, cause society's a myth put there to make you sit. Listen to what they give. Don't ask questions, shut your lid. Yeah, don't ask questions, shut your lid. I need to run away from this and go get off the grid. Feel like my brain is overloaded, man, I'm losing it. Don't let them tell you what to do, man, they don't know shit.
That's the highlight, guys. It was really cool to win No-Gi Worlds at Purple Belt. It was very challenging. The first time I did No-Gi Worlds at Purple Belt, I faced 2 Division 1 wrestlers back-to-back in an ADCC trial finalist, and then I got DQ'd in the finals, so just for reaping. So this one was great. It was pretty much 2 wrestling matches, let's be honest. It was 2 wrestling matches. I ended up getting a takedown in the back take. I'm so confident that if I can actually get a person on their knees, that I can take their back. And it took a long time to get Ian down. He's a freaking beast. I respect that guy to death. And he ended up winning the open class, so congratulations to him. He's a freaking monster, and I'm sure we'll face each other again. That's the end of this season, guys. You know, I competed. I think I had 21 or 24, something like that. I think I had 21 matches this year, and it was a lot. It's like 4 times as much matches as I've had so far on average in the past like 3.5 years. So this year I really pushed myself to be consistent. I had 8 competitions. Next year I want to be even more consistent leading up to ADCC trials, maybe even CJI. You guys are it's up to you guys if I do something like CJI, right? You guys got to put the word in for me, but maybe I won't, maybe I will. I'm so grateful for these matches, win or lose. I all I want to do is preach gratitude and realize that win or lose, we're more in this moment. I'm no better than those guys. Those guys are no worse than me. I could have lost to either of those guys on that day, and it was just my day. I hope everyone's healthy. Anyone who did get hurt heals up fast, and I'm excited to compete again. I'm a little bit banged up. I kind of messed up my lower body bit, like my knee and one of my ankles in that last match, especially just because of some of those scrambles. So I'm gonna take a little bit of time off. I might compete in January. I'm probably for sure gonna compete in February. I'm not quite sure yet, but it looks like I'll be competing again in February. Again, I am gonna mostly focus on health right now, you know, enjoying Christmas, spending time with friends, and, you know, just kind of relaxing, because this has been a really, really long season with ADCC, all the IBJJ stuff, and so on. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the content. If you guys would like to learn how to wrestle or do any of the stuff that you guys see, like hand fighting, a lot of these matches are hand fighting, you guys can check out my instructionals. I mean, you'll see the little preview right here. Dominate the hand fight's the one I always suggest people start with, but I have tons of other ones if you'd like to learn. You saw a duck under today, you can see that. You saw a single leg, I have an instructional for that. I'm not the greatest wrestler in the world. You guys know that. I always say that. I'm just a guy out here trying to get two hands connected to the leg and try to put a person to his butt and trying to hand fight hard and, you know, be tough. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the content. Leave a comment down below. Tell me how you did if you competed at No-Gi Worlds. I met a lot of you guys. I'm sorry if I didn't see you or say hi to you. Never be afraid to say hi if you guys see me in person. I'm so grateful to have you guys on my YouTube channel. You guys are literally the best. Thank you so much for the support. Sorry for the long video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.